everyone, welcome back to a new class. Today we have a 30-minute Vinyasa yoga flow, perfect for all levels, and you won't need any props. So we're going to get started straight away by finding Tadasana mountain pose, standing at the top of your mat, making sure feet are hip-width distance apart and really grounding down through the feet, finding length through the back of the legs, the spine. As you inhale, reach the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, and flip the palms so that they're facing the sky. Inhale to find length, and as you exhale, bend towards the right side. Really elongating the left side body, breathing space in between the ribs. And slowly come back to center. Take a big breath in as you find length. And as you exhale, bend over towards the left side, pushing your right hip out to the side and elongating the right side body. Staying grounded through both of the feet. Breathing here. And then slowly lift yourself back up, releasing the fingers, palms come to touch. As you inhale, find a slight back bend, reaching the arms behind you, lifting the chest. As you exhale, bring hands to heart center, and then interlace the fingers behind the low back. Press the palms together, bend into the knees, and start to shine the heart open. Straightening out the elbows, drawing the shoulder blades together. Drawing the fists down towards the ground. Keep lifting the hips up. Breathe here. And then go ahead and straighten out the legs. Start to hinge from the hips as you forward fold. Keeping the fingers interlaced here. Let the head and neck hang heavy. You can keep a slight bend in the knees here if that feels better for you. Staying grounded through the feet, strong through the legs. And then slowly release your grip. Bring the hands on top of the thighs. Keep the knees bent. See if you can open the chest here. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, round through the spine. And then inhale, lift the gaze. So finding these standing cat and cows. Just warming up the spine. Moving here at your own pace. Take one more round of each. Rounding through the spine. And then this time as you inhale, straighten out the legs, come up to standing. Make sure you're at the top of your mat here. Take a big breath in as you reach the arms up, finding a slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Hanging out here for a moment. Stretching out the hamstrings. You can sway side to side. You can bend one knee, bend the other, whatever feels good here. Go ahead and take one last breath. And then inhale to halfway lift, finding a flat spine, maybe bringing hands to shins. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to downward facing dog. Taking one breath here. And then gaze at the top of the mat. Roll your spine forward into plank pose. So coming high in the toes, lifting the heels up off of the mat. Shoulders stacked over the wrists. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. If you need a modification, you can bring the knees down on the mat. Really pressing into the palms and finding a straight spine. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Shift your body weight forward as you bend the elbows, coming into chaturanga. Lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale for cobra. Lifting the heart. Exhale, release. Forehead to the ground. Finding this 2 more times. Inhale for cobra. Keeping the elbows pressed into the midline. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, release, bringing the forehead to the mat, finding one more cobra here on your own. Maybe straightening out the elbows. And then release, pressing into the palms, coming back into downward facing dog. Gaze at the top of the mat, step or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, coming into chair pose, Utkatasana, bending the knees. Arms reach up, palms touch. Draw the low belly in towards the spine. Inhale to come to standing, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat, step it back to plank. Moving through a vinyasa, so finding chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. And exhale, rolling on the toes, downward facing dog. Take one breath here. Then step the right foot forward, coming into warrior one. Inhale, reach the arms up. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle, hips are squared. Plant the hands down, step the right foot back to meet the left foot, moving through your vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, warrior one. Back foot at a 45-degree angle, hips squared, arms reach up. Good. Plant the hands down, step the left foot back to meet the right foot, plank, moving through your vinyasa, finding chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend, and exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze at the top of the mat. Step or jump to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sweep the arms up, bend the knees. Breathe here, engage your core. Inhale to reach up, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Grounding down through the left foot, lift the right leg for three-legged dog. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, draw the knee to the nose as you round through the spine. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, draw the knee back to the nose and then step the right foot forward at the top of the mat, finding warrior one. Grounding down through the back foot, reach the arms up. Big inhale. And then exhale, find warrior two, spinning open the long ways of the mat. Extending the arms and gazing at the front fingertips. Finding extended side angle so the right elbow can come on top of the right leg, or you can place the right hand down on the mat, either inside or outside of the right foot. So you choose here. Bring the bicep to the ear. Breathe here. And then spinning the arms up, coming into reverse triangle. So right leg is straight, left hand comes to the back leg. Feel a stretch along the right side body. Triangle pose, right hand comes to the right shin, stacking the shoulders, gazing up at the left fingertips. Take one more breath. And then spin on the back toes, place the left hand down, coming into a high lunge twist. Reach the right arm up. Again, shoulders are stacked, and you're gazing up at the right fingers. Keep lifting the hips up, strong through the back leg. Press into the left hand to lift yourself up for high lunge. Hips facing the front of the mat, reaching the arms up. Elongating the spine. As you exhale, Find a gentle twist, so reach the right hand back and the left hand forward, gazing at the back fingertips. Inhale, come back up to high lunge. Reach both arms up, facing forward. Bringing the hands to heart center, we're going to move into Warrior 3, our balancing pose. So stepping into the right leg, lift the left leg up, bring hands to heart center, body is in a T shape. Keep lifting the chest, gaze at the top of the mat. You can keep hands at heart center here, or you can extend the arms behind you alongside the body. Hips are squared. And then transitioning into eagle pose. So lifting the upper body up, you're going to cross the left leg over the right leg, and then bring the right arm underneath the left arm, either pressing the palms together or pressing the backs of the hands together. Sink the hips down, lift the elbows so that they're in line with the shoulders, holding here for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly straighten out, uncrossing the legs, reach the arms up, finding a slight back bend. And then exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat, step it back to plank, and move through your vinyasa. Awesome job. Take a breath here in downward dog. And then ground down through the right foot as you lift the left leg, 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose, round through the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose, and then step the left foot forward, finding Warrior 1. Grounding down through the back foot, reach the arms up high. Take a big breath in. Exhale, Warrior 2. Opening the hips and arms a long ways of the mat, gazing at the front fingers. Back foot is parallel with the back of the mat. Extended side angle, choosing your variation, either placing the left elbow on top of the left thigh or placing your hand on the ground. Reach the arm up and over, gaze up. Feel the stretch along the right side body. One more breath, and then lift yourself up, placing the right hand on the back of the leg, reverse triangle. Left leg is straight. Feel the stretch along the left side body. Triangle pose, left hand comes to the left shin or the floor and reaching the right arm up. Shoulders are stacked, gazing up at the right fingers. And spinning on the back toes, place the right hand down, reach the left arm up, coming into a high lunge twist. Keep lifting the hips up, back leg is nice and strong, spine is straight. Now gaze down, press into the right hand, and then reach both arms up, coming into a high lunge, feeling the stretch in the right hip flexor. Belly is engaged. And then twist to the left, so opening the arms out, long ways of the mat. Left fingertips come back, right fingertips reach forwards. Inhale to reach the arms back to center. Exhale, bring hands to heart center, coming into our Warrior 3. Stepping into that left foot, reaching the right leg up. Body is in a T shape, keeping the hands at heart center or releasing the arms alongside the body. Spine is straight, neck is relaxed. Transitioning into eagle pose, so lifting yourself up, drawing the right knee up, and then crossing the right leg over the left leg. Left arm comes under and around the right. Keep sinking the hips down, lift the elbows up. Holding here for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly uncross the legs, uncross the arms as you reach the arms up, finding a slight back bend, opening your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat, step it back to plank, and move through your vinyasa. Take one breath here in downward facing dog. And then gently lower the knees onto the ground, making sure the knees are hip-width distance apart, and then come to stand on the knees. We're going to move into camel pose as our back bend for today. So you can keep the toes untucked, or you can have the toes tucked if that's more comfortable for you. Place the hands along the low back. Fingers can either be pointed down or up, or you can wrap the hands around the hips. From here, gently press the palms into the low back to shift the hips forward. As you do this, you'll feel a slight opening in the chest as you draw the elbows together. Go ahead and lift your heart, breathing here. Just easing into this back bend. You can keep the chin tucked or untucked if it's comfortable to allow your head to hang back. Relaxing the neck, take one more breath here. And then slowly lift yourself up, straightening out the spine. We'll move into the full variation here. Otherwise, coming back into that same position as before. So go ahead and bring the hands to the low back. Press the hips forward as you draw the shoulder blades together. From here, if it's comfortable and accessible for you, you can reach one hand towards the heel and the other hand towards the other heel. Keep lifting the heart, shifting the hips forward, release the head back, and breathe. When you're ready to come back up, just gently bring each hand back to the sacrum or the low back. When you're ready, sink the hips back onto the heels, just coming into a seated position, closing the eyes, resting the palms in your lap. Taking a moment to allow the energetic effects of that back bend to settle. Noticing any sensations in the chest, the heart space. And you can slowly open your eyes. Coming into a seated position, we're going to come into a seated twist. So extend the right leg in front of you and then cross the left leg over the right. So the left sole of the foot should be planted firmly on the ground. Reach the left hand behind you, maybe coming up onto the fingertips, and then as you inhale, reach the right arm up. As you exhale, twist to the left, so you're hooking the right elbow along the outer edge of the left knee. Gazing over the left shoulder. Breathing deep into the low belly. Slowly come back to center. You're going to use your right hand, wrap it around the outer edge of the left foot. Reach the left arm behind you, gazing at the fingertips, and then you're going to extend your left leg. So feeling a nice deep hamstring stretch. Trying to get the leg as straight as you can, but you can keep the knees slightly bent here if you need to. Make sure the spine is nice and straight so you're not hunching in the upper back, but you're really elongating through the spine and through the crown of your head. Grounding down through the sitting bones. Good. Come back to center and gently release. So you can extend the left leg this time, and we'll cross the right leg over the left leg. Reach the right hand behind you, coming up onto the fingertips. Inhale, reach the left arm up. As you exhale, twist to the right. So the left elbow will wrap around the outer edge of the right knee, gazing over the right shoulder. And slowly untwisting to come back to center. You're going to reach your left hand this time across the body, reaching for the outer blade of the right foot, extending the right arm behind you, gazing at the right fingertips, and go ahead and extend the right leg here, feeling a stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Again, tall through the spine, opening your body the long ways of your mat. And gently untwist, coming back to center. We're going to move into a butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. So bringing the soles of the feet together, bending the knees, grounding down through the sitting bones, finding a nice tall spine. From here, you're going to grab your peace fingers and your thumbs and wrap them around your big toes. Inhale here, pressing the elbows into the legs to open the hips. And then as you exhale, start to hinge from the hips and forward fold, rounding through the spine. Feeling a stretch in the hips. And breathing here. Taking one last breath. And then slowly lifting yourself up, releasing the grip around your big toes, and then slowly readjust so that you can come to lay all the way down on your back. Coming into pigeon pose, keeping the left foot on the ground, you're going to bend the right knee, placing the right ankle on top of the left thigh. So choosing to stay here if you feel this stretch in your hip. Otherwise, if you'd like a different variation, you can lift the left foot up off of the mat, interlace the fingers around the back of the shin or the thigh, hugging the knees into the chest. You can rock from side to side. I find this tends to feel really nice in the low back. Then from here, we'll move into a twist. So you're going to cross the right leg over the left leg, and then drop the knees over towards the left side. You can place the left hand on top of the knees and gaze over the right shoulder, trying to keep the shoulder blades pressed into the ground. And slowly come back to center, lifting the knees, uncrossing the legs, and switching sides. So crossing the left leg over the right leg this time. Choosing to stay here, working on opening up that left hip. or lifting your right foot for a different variation. So play around with what feels best for you here. You can interlace fingers around the back of the shin or the thigh. You can rock side to side, or you can find stillness. Moving into our twist, crossing the left leg over the right leg, dropping the knees over towards the right side, gazing over the left shoulder. Taking one last breath here. And slowly drawing the legs back to center, uncrossing the legs and finding happy baby. So bringing the arms inside of the legs, hands wrap around the outer blades of the feet, opening the hips and drawing the knees down towards the outer ribs. Gently rock from side to side, letting go of any last bit of tension. And then finding any other pose you'd like to end your practice with today. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like. Otherwise, when you're ready, we're going to bring the hands on top of the knees and gently come back up into a seated position. Go ahead and close your eyes once you're there, finding a cleansing breath. Taking a big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Allowing the body and the mind to settle. Noticing what is currently present for you in this moment. Noticing how you feel physically, but also energetically after moving your body and creating space, freedom. Taking this moment to really appreciate yourself for finding the time to come on your mat and practice today. When you're ready, bring your hands to heart center, prayer position. Bringing the thumbs to the third eye, the space in between the eyebrows, bringing the thumbs to the lips, and then back to your heart space. Together, we'll bow our heads in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this Vinyasa flow today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next class soon.